Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're actually on our 4th session for the Gate Chronicles Rebirth because there was a little mishap. Everyone say hi.
Woo!
Hi.
Alrighty. So, I guess I should give the recap, or does anybody else want to try and give a quick detail on what happened?
Sonny majotted everything up.
That's
Sonny majotted.
accurate.
It was not my fault.
Well, the man was poisoned. He got over it, but in the meantime, our one friend was eaten by fog. Or some people choose to not live in a universe
He
where
was
that happens.
eaten by that fog, I tells you. We still haven't seen him.
And I choose to live in a world where I do not believe that fog can be eaten.
So,
That fog could be eaten? Wow.
wow, you can't eat fog in this world? That sucks. Fog's like water.
It's like cotton candy.
And then we decided, well, you know, one man's insane, another man's gone. We might as well just try and save the rest of the town. So we followed the bear tracks across the river, found a really dark, spooky part of the river. Our one friend stabbed himself in the leg because of tree frog, and then we are now currently being attacked by ghouls.
Yeah. So, picking up where we left off, gentlemen, you, except for N, you were standing at the lake. Stream. It's a stream, dagnabbit.
Wow, we didn't even
It's a really long
call
lake.
it a river.
I called it a river, I called it a lake. Now it's a stream with the
We gotta go to the creek.
creek.
Next it's an ocean.
Alright. So you're standing at this thing. When you guys turn around, you start to kind of make your way back towards tracks. You notice that there are some dark figures lurking towards you in the woods. And it's the familiar scent air.
Oh boy.
The scent of rotting corpse.
Could be. I don't know. Maybe you should roll a perception. It's familiar to you. What is it?
I don't think they were ever stated to be rotting corpses.
Ghouls. I got a perception of...
12?
Oh, no, 6. That's my roll, plus 6.
Oh, Jaden, you can add you can hit the,
Like that.
yeah, you can make it so that it adds it all together.
My number's a 17.
And Jane, what was yours?
Quentin,
16 total.
that was another negative.
Oh, sorry,
I
No.
18 total. 18.
Negative crit. There's a negative
Oh,
crit.
he's thinking that that my total's a 9.
Oh.
My dice rolled a 9. My total's a 17.
Okay.
And Jaden got an 18.
Jaden's telling me it was an 18. Okay.
Oh yeah, you see my roll, and then you know my stats.
Yeah, and Sunny, what is your roll? Or are you not paying attention?
I'm trying to remember what I was doing at the last point. Sure, we'll say I was paying attention, but
How do I do this? How do I pay attention?
Bishy, you don't have perception, that's right.
He can still roll.
Would I still add my wisdom or no?
You don't... Yeah, no, I don't think you do. I think unless you have a rank in something, you don't add your modifier.
No,
Correct.
no. I'm very, very positive that that's incorrect.
there you go.
In traditional Pathfinder, but this is GM rules. That's how it works. It's the game.
Fair. That's fair.
There you go.
Things, do you want to wisdom?
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, just
Cause
add your...
like,
Add your
the
wisdom. If that's what Pathfinder rules are, then we'll add the wisdom. I don't feel like looking up the rules, so I will go with what Andrew's saying is on this one.
the modifier on those stats is your natural ability to do those things.
Okay, yep, you're right. Okay, so we'll go with that. So 15 for you. Alrighty. Wow, Sunny Majad is like the one person who's actually paying the most attention for once. Okay. Well, I mean, overall, you all get this foul odor that fills your nostrils, and it's very
Tasty.
pungent. It definitely smells like something is rotted, and it's also kind of like a species like smell, like burning poop.
Flaming poop.
Ugh.
You like burning poop, eh? Okay. All right.
I never smelled this.
Ooh, I'm good.
So Sunny, you're the first person who actually ends up turning around, and you see these figures lurking towards you from the forest that is right behind you. They're crawling down trees, yes. There were a few that were crawling down the trees, yes, Quentin. But I'm...
More?
We seem to have company.
I turn around to see where he's looking.
Okay. We'll just continue with what the perception that you basically have, because you are aware that there is something wrong with the air. You do see some shady looking figures moving through the shadows of the trees, and they're coming towards you, and rather quickly.
Oh, so it's the shadows of the trees in the daytime. Got it.
That was the trees in the daytime. It is actually, if we needed to have a quick time update, you took lunch around, what, noon? Traveled for another 30 minutes, and you came back, so it's probably about 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Shadows of the trees are assaulted.
Yes. And the fog that was there from earlier in the day has pretty much abated.
So,
Alright, so you all turn around, I'm assuming, and take a look?
Sure.
For the most part? Okay. Alright, so you see approximately, from what you can tell, maybe 4 or 5 things coming at you. It's a little hard to tell, though, because sometimes when you're looking through the trees look like they're also creatures. But you'll soon find out. Alrighty, everyone give me initiatives.
That's really difficult to see.
You are at the border for Mildwood. So the trees are a little bit denser, and some of the trees are a little bit older and wider, so it's a little harder to tell what's going on in there.
Alright.
Okay.
So we're all like seeing these like things we've heard the stories about, or even I'll speak up. It's like I've heard stories about these things.
Yeah, I've seen them.
It's like they call them ghouls. They're flesh-ripping monsters.
Sounds accurate. Any other like carnivore, like a bear?
About these through folklore or anything?
What'd you say?
Is there anything I know about these things due to folklore or anything? Being a bard and I talk to people.
You can roll a... We don't have knowledge lore, so I mean, yes, you can roll, I guess, knowledge local if that's what you're talking about.
Yeah. So accuracy filtered through rumors of the town I live in.
Don't you have a bardic ability that lets you do something like that?
Bardic knowledge.
Yeah. Okay, with the 15. And what does bardic knowledge do again?
Lets me roll knowledge local for various.
Gives you a really high bonus, though, I thought.
I don't remember anything about that.
It does.
The bard may make a special bardic knowledge check with a bonus equal to his bard level plus his intelligence.
Okay, so I'll add 3 to that.
Okay.
It's a total of 18.
Okay. So you do know that from the lore that many people seem to go missing whenever they come into the woods, and oftentimes people believe and rumor that it is the result of them being attacked by ghouls, which, again, are rumored to be flesh-eating beasts, or mindless and attack without warning, at random, without discriminating against anyone, whether they're rich or poor, man, woman, or child.
But they do seem smart enough to corral us against the river.
Apparently.
They like to hunt in packs.
Alright.
So you're,
So, should we just start this combat off with the bardic performance?
You may, if you wish to start a bardic performance. If anyone else has anything to ready themselves, you may do so.
Ready my bow.
You ready your bow? Alright. If everyone's getting themselves ready, I'm gonna need some initiative rolls.
Already rolled.
I ready my...
That's a 14. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me get my tracker out. Okay. So, everybody just do a sound off. Tell me what your initiatives were so that I can...
14.
Okay, that was Fallon.
17.
17 for Sunny. 14 and 17. Okay.
You don't exist.
You don't have metagame cards in this universe.
But he can very well see or remember that you weren't with us last time.
Okay, Jaden, what's yours?
It's almost like I
total
can.
of 6.
6. Okay.
It's almost like I can still hear him here, nagging me constantly.
So, I know they're stalking us still. Did we all still get to ready our weapons or whatever?
You had an opportunity to do so.
Alright. I readied my loot.
Frederick, what is your role?
I I rolled a 13, but I don't see where my initiative is on my paper. I'm not sure I was given one.
What's your dex mod? It's equal to that.
It's 2.
So that's 2.
Add that.
Yep, so it's 15 for you. Unless you have any feats that give you, like, improved initiative, then that's what that is.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Alrighty, so just to give everybody an idea what's going on mind map-wise. Alright. There is a forest in front of you. The river is behind you. Stream, river, creek. It's behind you. So, about 30 feet in front of you is the tree line that starts. There are 6 trees that are spaced out at a tree's length away from each other, basically. Like, it's what it would be randomly in the woods. There are 6 trees that are within, like, a circular path around you, which you guys are kind of standing like this awkward outcropping where it's more like it's like an oval made by the trees as well. And everything that's coming for you is coming from 2 in front, 2 on the side, and there may be one that's coming from, like, at the right diagonal from everyone.
I'm behind us.
There's nothing behind you so far. And the person who is going first is Son of a Jad.
So I still get to start off with the bardic performance, right?
You do. I will give you an opportunity. You may start your bardic performance.
Okay, so I'm going to do Inspire Courage.
Okay.
I'm going to muster up all my bardic grit and come up with something that I believe will inspire my friends to fight.
Okay.
Alright, you ready?
Alright. Y'all ready for to be inspired?
Okay.
ready for
So I
this.
get up my loot. Take a look at us, you think we're petrified, but you couldn't be more wrong, so let me emphasize. You're feeling pretty tough with your numbers, fangs, and claws, but you won't be feeling that way when Frederick lays down the law. Now let's go into the fray, and Fallon's mighty arrows will surely win the day. Now, Sonny, if you're feeling lucky, come on, try, because my lucky friend named Sonny's dagger here will show you why, that I know will survive. Na, 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 na. That's it.
Wow, you guys, I think you've all been greatly inspired. What is the normal on that, Jaden?
I don't know. And,
It gives a +1 morale bonus against charm and fear effects, as well as a +1 competence bonus on all attack and weapon damage.
Okay, so you get a +1 so far. I'm going to give you guys a +3 on that for your attack and your weapon damage.
nice. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's why you sing.
Sonny Majad, it is your turn. Based on where you were standing, which I'm assuming was... You were, like, in the water, weren't you?
I was moving. I was either in the water or moving towards it. I do remember that.
Okay, so if I remember correctly, I think that you were...
We're the closest to shore, and I was.
Yeah, you guys were... You were closest to shore, and Quentin's character, Fallon, was standing over the water with the spear, right?
in the water.
You were in the water with the
but
spear
I've got
stabbing.
knee-high boots,
Okay, so
I'm fine.
okay, so you are You're pretty much closest to shore, and they're coming towards you. At least 2 of them are right now.
About how close are they?
At this point, they are about 30 feet away.
Probably about 30 feet back.
Oh no.
I swear, if we find some sort of Shia LaBeouf out here.
Shia LaBeouf in the night.
You know that's not copyrighted. Quiet.
Alright, I guess what I'll do is I'll just take a ready stance and look for the most opportune moment to strike.
That's
Okay.
not a bad idea.
Okay.
Yeah, I propose that we all take a defensive stance.
Okay. So that's what you guys are gonna basically pass your turn and take defense.
Yes,
Yeah,
but
I'll-
I assume we do it in a intelligent fashion, being like Felton and Frederick on either side, and then Sunny held back a little bit, and then myself held back even further in kind of a V.
Who's in the center of the V then? Or who's up front?
That would be both you and Frederick.
You're putting your ranger in the front? Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I mean,
Sounds like a great idea.
It was well planned.
And I will use my
Isn't that this is how we die?
brace skill.
If we pre-ordered it, we might be giving them partial cover with our bodies.
I mean, we would probably get partial cover from hiding behind the elk. Oh.
Yeah, but we're melee. All we gotta do is like antagonize them to come to us. I don't know. Do they find my singing obnoxious?
Probably. Very cheery.
I can.
I told them that they're.
Let's see. Fire courage.
No, there's one that's
It doesn't really affect like unless you're targeting a song at something. I don't think it usually has like that kind of antithesis effect unless it's really like a thing that creature does not like at all.
Yeah, it'd only be if they were like really sensitive to sound or something like
Yeah.
Country.
that. Otherwise, it wouldn't.
Country. Okay.
We know how
Oh,
Batman.
God. Wow. Maybe we'll find out that they don't like country music. Who knows?
Maybe.
That's their quest. They're out to destroy country music.
So as far as numerical values goes, are we all saying that we're taking the total defense combat maneuver as a standard action in order to get a +4 dodge bonus to our AC?
I'm
because
doing my brace skill.
I am physically readying myself to strike the moment the opportunity presents itself.
I think.
So if anything, I'm preparing to attack.
So basically, okay. So you're passing your turn, but you're using it to prepare yourself and ready your weapons.
Yes.
What does that consider?
I'm using brace.
Isn't
Yeah, there's nothing for that. Okay, so Fishy, what does your brace do?
That's what the only thing I could find about it is what I just.
I deal double damage against
If the
AC
creature uses
any
charge.
creature, basically.
If a creature uses charge against him.
Yeah, charge combat maneuver.
What happens if he? Okay, you are mounted on Blizzard, I believe, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. What does mounted combat give him?
Bonuses? No.
Okay, it doesn't. Okay, sucks. Alrighty. Okay, so y'all are readying yourselves. Okay, so if you're not going to do anything else, they are going to move in towards you. You are standing in a V shape?
Yes.
Yeah, who's in the back?
Yeah, who's in the back? Figure out your... Who's me?
Finavir Avir.
Finavir Avir, you are in the back.
Because he's a coward.
Isn't he the one who suggested this?
Protect me, Squire!
Yeah, the melee character wants to be in the back so he doesn't get hurt.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Very hard to inspire you guys to fight for me.
Listen, if he breaks his ukulele on their skull, we won't get more buffs.
That's true.
Oh my gosh. Wait, he doesn't have a ukulele.
That was the joke.
Oh my god.
It's a loot.
It's a loot.
Ah.
Yes, because I'm all about that loot.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so you guys are in V-shape formation. These creatures, these ghouls, they come charging at you through the woods. And... Ooh. Oh no, what button did I just hit? Okay. Ignore
Not
it.
the right button.
You're good, you're good, you're good. Okay.
I feel like the best option for us, defensive standpoint-wise, would be Frederick in the front, me and
I mean, they're going for the
following
closest
off to the
person.
sides,
They're going for the closest person at this point.
and
So
since
they're
Bard
kind
wants
of...
to stay in the back.
They are trying to basically maneuver and kind of get at each one of you, but they're the first one is going for Fallon.
Okay.
And
Since he has a bow
if,
ready.
depending on your numbers, Frederick actually gets to go next. So after it swings at you, so it's gonna make a swing at you since you all basically just passed your turn.
But since Fallon has an arrow, doesn't that mean they step into his contested square? Wouldn't that be an attack of opportunity?
Oh.
That's if they're stepping past it. They're stepping out of
If
his.
you move out of a contested square, or the person provokes a
That's an attack.
distracting action.
Yeah, that's an attack of opportunity.
Just charging the person doesn't.
Yeah, no, he coming at you, and it is going to make a swing.
Third swinging.
Well, you know what, Quinn? It decided to do the thing.
How dare it?
So it does a thing, and it's.
Did I
So it
die?
swings at you. No, it tries to hit you with a 12, which I know your AC is.
Currently an 18.
When did your? Oh, why is your?
Because I'm currently taking the total defensive stance that I suggested to everyone else, which is giving me a +4 dodge bonus to AC.
What
Plus your
is that
dodge.
picture?
That's what Christian thinks the ghouls
Oh
are.
yeah, no, no, no.
Oh?
I don't know if I have a picture on this computer of what they would look like. If I find it, I will show you. And if not, anyway, so it makes a swing. It takes a swing at you, and it misses. That one's turn is over. And I'm assuming, so that one would have actually been after Frederick. Everyone is basically passing, though, right?
Yes, apparently.
Okay, so the next one is going to take a swing at, again, Quentin, because you are the closest person at this point.
Lovely.
Yay, close people!
Good thing I have buffs yet.
Okay.
Uh,
With a 22,
Passes.
it passes, and it does 2 damage to you.
Face.
Oh
Has
no!
been mauled maliciously.
Are they not proccing attacks of opportunity for me?
It's not really running past you, or
In front of you.
it's right in front of you.
Typically happen when they move past you, or if you have combat patrol when they move in your contested area.
Yeah, and you guys didn't take combat patrol.
Because they physically.
'Cause- Yay!
That's later down the line, maybe. We'll see.
I don't think I have.
Quentin needs
Yeah, no, that picture is definitely closer though to what they would look like, but
This one.
they'd be paler. Their skin would be a lot paler. No, that's more like a goblin, gremlin kind of thing.
Okay, so they're more
That
proportionate.
skin is
like,
already
per-
basically white.
Huh?
The skin that's on the image there is already basically white.
Oh, it's
No,
very
that's green
blue.
and
It's like
blue.
A bluish tinge, yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe I've got
Try
the colors
this
set on my screen.
yeah.
Anyways.
And guys, calm down.
Stop trying. Failing.
Who's talking about me? I heard N.
I said
He
anyway.
was eaten by
Wrong
the-
N.
Wrong N.
Okay, so
Correct letter, not in reference to you.
yeah, no, Quinn. Pretty much all of them are coming at you because you're the first person in their range.
Why? They're like
You
2 people
are
in
at
front
the-
of me.
I thought you were at the front.
I'm at the back.
Did you guys just finally decide that?
I suggested that we have Frederick in the front, me and Sunny Majad to the sides, and then since our bard wants to hide, he
Quentin,
can be...
I thought you were at the front. That's why I was saying they were attacking you. If you're not at the front, they wouldn't have hit you.
No, I'm not at the front. I was the person deepest in the water.
Okay, who is in the V? At what point in the V? Because so far, the only V that I'm imagining is basically we have
Don't make me get my MS.
Why would I be in the
Fallon?
front? I'm an archer.
Frederick. I don't know. Maybe because nobody. I don't know. And then yeah, you got Sunny, and then I thought like maybe it was Finyavir.
Any of you?
All right, hold on. Whoever is at the front is who's getting swiped at.
This is what I said. Dang it!
Yeah,
Hold on.
I feel like it should be like me in the front, and then
Okay, Bishy, I'm gonna tell you right now. The one that they would have been swinging at you then, because they wouldn't go
Okay.
after. They would, if they did, they would have ran past you, and that would have provoked an attack of opportunity. Which is what I was assuming was Fallon was in the front because that's what I heard, and nobody corrected it. So they're swinging at you. One of them misses.
Bard's trying to kill me.
One was hit with a 22. One hits with a 22, unless you are taking a defensive stance, which actually would still hit. Never mind.
There. That's what I figured we were setting up as. Ignore the cube.
Hey, it's a cube.
Ignore it.
Guys, that's like a diamond.
Diamond.
We need to talk about your idea of what a V looks like. Okay.
The Bard said he wanted to be behind us.
Bard always wants to be behind. Okay.
Bard always is behind.
Alrighty. So, one hits. Fishy, Frederick takes 2 damage from that instead. Quentin's character's fine.
Yeah, I live.
Actually, technically, they're trying to swipe at you, and they're also swiping at Blizzard.
Not Blizzard.
Did you get Blizzard? Did I give you Blizzard stats?
No.
Okay.
Hold on.
Don't make me quote the thing.
Don't make me hit the Blizzard.
No, it's something I sent him. You can't quote it.
But since I'm braced, do I get to hit them?
Or they depends on if they're charging.
I mean, the word I did use was that they were charging.
You did say charging.
I did. I used that word, so technically, yes. They would be considered charging, even though that's not an ability they have. It was a
Charging
descriptive.
Charging isn't an ability, it's a combat maneuver that anyone can do, provided they're not.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Basically moving towards your target and attacking it.
Okay, yeah, no, I did. I used that as my descriptive, and that is the maneuver they are making.
It's a full round action where you move double your move range, but it has to be in a straight line that's unobstructed. And you get to make an attack at the end.
Okay. Yeah, no, they are charging you then.
Alright, so do I get to hit them?
If that's what your ability says.
Oh, it says if you use a ready to action to set a brace weapon against a charge, you deal double damage on a successful hit against a charging creature.
Okay, so you need to roll a hit.
Alright.
I'm charging like my list here and it doesn't even have it.
And then roll the hit. Do I add my CMB to that?
For you, yes.
Yeah.
Using a melee weapon.
If it's melee, it would be technically your CMB. It hits the first one that was charging at you. So you roll damage. That's doubled.
And that's the damage of my weapon. I'm using a long spear.
Okay.
And that's plus my BAB.
Yes. And your
last session I was getting a
strength
bonus
as well.
BAB. Is that still in effect?
your damage adds.
Yeah, his
BAB
spear
and
should
strength.
be BAB plus strength plus damage roll.
Yeah.
Well, wait, so it should be plus strength?
Yeah, your strength goes into damage with
Yeah,
melee.
It's a melee
Wait,
weapon.
so last session I was getting a bonus to my BAB. Is that still in effect?
What was the bonus from? You are getting a plus 3 bonus right now as well.
Attack and damage.
To attack and damage, yes.
But that's not adding anything to...
Yeah, no, not to his BAB, but that's to attack and
no, I know, but he
damage,
was
yeah.
saying he was getting an arbitrary buff to it.
Do you remember what that arbitrary buff was from?
Probably food.
We all did eat a meal and we all drank the clean water. Give us a buffer.
Wasn't that in the morning, and then in the
Yes.
afternoon you cut yourself and basically bled all over the place?
Yeah, I'd say that's worn off.
Yeah, no, I'd say that's
Alright.
off.
Okay,
Okay,
just double checking.
yep, so don't forget to add the plus 3 that your bard is giving you.
The damage.
There we go. That is 12.
Okay, so you do 12 damage to it.
Yes.
You hit it with your spear?
Yes.
Okay, so you take your spear, and as it comes charging at you, you swing it through the air, and as you do, you slice through this creature's middle half, and it falls in like just this pile of limp flesh to the ground.
Also, technically it's 24 damage since I was braced.
Okay, you still do the same thing with more force. And this time, instead of it just falling to the ground, the blood splatter splashes against Blizzard, and who's in that line? It splashes against Sunny's face.
Nice.
Ah!
Aye.
Do you have to make such a mess?
Nice. Okay. Alright, so as that happens, the creatures let out a loud, like, hurling screech. And out of the darkness, another one approaches that's seems to be a bit larger and bulkier than the others.
He looks big.
A mighty foe indeed.
Okay,
A rotting
so
pile of flesh.
all right, and as this happens, also there's another scream that it can be heard coming through the wood. If you'd like to make a perception, you may. If you decide to ignore it, you may also do so.
I love perception.
I will percept.
26.
6.
Got the full spectrum there, Em.
13.
Hmm.
I'm gonna say I'm a little too consumed in my song and the things right in front of me.
Okay.
I'm one with nature.
So not only from in front of you, these things, the ghouls are coming at you. You also hear a very, you could describe it as a feminine screech coming from the wood behind you. And as you kind of turn your head to look, you see a naked man run through the water towards you.
A naked man.
Do I recognize this naked man?
It's N. He has his
Get away!
You do have your oh my gosh, what's your weapon? You have your weapon drawn and you're holding it over your head as you're just running through, screaming at the top of your lungs, splashing water everywhere. And you're also butt naked.
The fog gate is closed!
And there's an he's in the nude. In most cultures, you would see this is very rude. Else metaverse.
I take exception to that.
So, and you may also roll an initiative. You will basically be entering on the next round.
Did I get anything more from my 26 perception? The male's cry?
The female's cry was N.
The female's cry was N? Okay, so I know. I didn't know if there was like a mother ghoul that was very upset.
You also noticed he was being chased by bees.
Oh boy.
Not the bees!
I'll take the ghouls any day. Not the bees. It's a good thing I'm distracted.
Is he currently being chased by bees?
Yeah.
Is he bringing them towards us?
Yeah, from behind you guys. But, you know, he's running through the water, so hopefully, you know, good luck.
So
That's
not
why I said
only
he's
are
coming
we
in the next round.
Like bloodthirsty creatures of the darkness.
Now we're getting flanked by bees.
I have an idea.
Also getting attacked by these ghouls out in front.
Wait, no. I have an idea. Does anyone have anything sweet on them?
Charred rabbit.
Ooh, how sweet.
I have some potatoes.
Cause if we did, we could throw it on the big boy ghoul.
And have the bees attack that, preferably.
There's nothing
Yeah.
sweeter than your personality.
But yeah, I can't lather a ghoul in my personality.
Okay.
I mean, we could.
Alright, so while you guys are talking,
Die.
and because you did say you were passing your turns up, so you do have another opportunity to take a turn. The 2 more ghouls are coming at you, Frederick, and as well as Sunny. One is coming at you from a different angle. It readjusted itself, and it is within 5 feet of you. It's getting ready to hit. So you may take your action because that was its move action.
I'm still trying to pull up initiative. I think I have 5 in dexterity.
You know, I'd almost rather deal with the bees.
My initiative's a total of 10.
Okay.
So he can run in there blazing.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna position myself like in the middle of everyone.
With the bees?
I mean, the bees are following him, so...
Yeah, the bees are behind you right now. You are running through the water. The water that you are charging through. Right now, you're about to walk into the 3-foot deep spot. You can.
17.
Andrew, try and roll on screen.
No, I don't have my stats in here.
Nobody has their
Just-
stats in there.
No one has
Just
their
roll
stats.
and add your stats.
It's literally you put in an exclamation point and then you write the like number of the D whatever, the D20, and then you put plus or minus or whatever you need to modify it. Just so you know. I do have it pinned.
Oh, and Gate Chronicles. Oh.
There you go.
Now he's
There you
learning.
go.
Look at him go. Oh, proud.
I like Jaden's explanation.
First of all,
1d20 plus
and
N.
if we want to be mathematic here,
Oh gosh.
Let me, hold on. I did that wrong.
I mean, it is plus N.
1d2.
I'm even though he's trying to make this actually correct, it is plus N.
I was gonna say, wow, he rolled a 2 as well. Wow, how
Pretty
prophetic.
impressive.
Okay.
There's a plus 5, and he got a 2.
Okay, so you are able to.
I mean that was a D2, so I think that might have been a natural crit.
I think a d2 is just a coin.
It is a coin.
Yeah, I have a coin like that.
Okay, so N, you are able to, as you're running through the water, you step on a stone and you get your footing and you kind of like do this ballerina leap across that 3-foot area and you
With my
land on
jump
the other side
Wild,
with the bee still
wild
following
card.
you.
With my junk dangling in
With your junk dangling in the wind.
the grave.
This is not a good. This is not a nice image.
It's a-
Face.
Oh gosh. Anyway, okay, so Frederick, you are being the creature is stepping within range of you and it is going to make a swipe at you. It is not charging you. All right,
Who?
Frederick. That's you,
Oh.
Bishy. And then the other one is going after Sunny, so that one's gonna make a swipe at you. So for Bishy, it hits you and does 2 damage.
But can I do anything with my AC?
With your AC.
I am getting a sacred bonus to my AC against attacks of evil creatures.
Against attacks of evil creatures.
Are they
Equal to the number of adjacent allies who also have. Never mind.
Interesting.
They also have the feet. Never mind.
They also have to have the feet, yeah.
Yes. So never mind on that.
So there's no bonus.
Okay, yeah, so no, you wouldn't get a bonus for that. Sorry. Okay, so that one takes a swipe at you. You take 2 damage from it.
Okay.
And Sunny, the other one is going to lunge forward and try to bite you.
It's gonna try to bite me.
Yes.
How rude.
Like my shiny metal arm.
And I believe a 12 does not hit you, correct?
I have an AC of 16.
Okay, so
Can I take a small reaction? Can I like step backwards a few feet?
on your turn you may. It misses you, and you kind of like shimmy your body to the side of it as it tries to like bite you. That's what you're getting. That's what I'll give you. Okay, it is now
Which means
back
it's still
to
half-
Sunny. Now it is your turn because you have the highest. Actually, no. Andrew.
How much was
Roll our
Sunny's
initiative.
initiative?
Yeah,
No, I do have to put it.
Appreciated.
I'd appreciate it. Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
So.
Which one's worse?
Okay, actually, so technically that would be N that goes first.
I believe mine was a 20.
Was yours a 22? I thought it was a 17.
I'm trying to find where we put our we put the initiative.
Oh.
I think it was directly after the. Hold on.
Andrew, how do you have a 5 mod in your decks?
I mean,
Oh, because
Zach, I
rolled
wrote
3
down a
sixes.
17 is what you said out loud. That's what I got from that.
I rolled 3 6s, so that's an 18 for a stat, and I put that in dexterity. And then because I'm a human, all
Oh,
of us
right,
humans,
the
because you're a
perception.
human, you get to put 2 points into one of your core stats. Put it into Dex to get a 5.
That's why he was able to do that leap with his junk
I am
hanging.
particularly dexterous.
Well, he wasn't being weighted down by anything.
Absolutely
That's for sure.
nothing except his own junk. That's about it.
Actually, no, I was being weighed down by something.
Really not weighted down.
I was weighed down by mortal fear.
Okay,
And the weapon.
so
Tiny.
and you're going to basically the center of the group.
Yeah.
Okay, you are being currently bombarded by bees right now. And for each round that you do not take care of them, you're taking 1 point of damage.
Can I attack the bees?
May attack the bees, but they are...
I feel like their AC is kind of high.
You attack the...
Exactly.
You know what you do with bees is you swing at them.
What?
He has his rapier. I told him he has his weapon.
I don't have a
You're so
rapier, I have a
thin.
longsword.
That sucks.
Whatever it is.
Wait, you have a longsword now?
It's always been a longsword.
You said a rapier!
No, I specified in the
No,
first
remember how
episode.
you have to
No,
smack
it's
Zach
a
in the-
longsword. That's how I smacked Zach with the blunt end, like with the flat of the
I
blade.
thought we had this conversation that you had Asana's weapon, which you were like, no, it's a rapier.
No, we were having a conversation about what a rapier was.
Oh my gosh. That whole conversation I
That
thought
was
was
a completely separate conversation. No, I have a standard English longsword.
okay, that's fine.
Is it-
You had
it
your
counts as a
standard
one?
in that's okay. We're gonna mark down that you have a standard English longsword. And I'm taking away those things I had I thought it planned out for you.
Oh.
Kidding, no, I'm just kidding. You're fine. Okay.
Bonuses that swashbucklers get are just from one-handed bladed weapons. And that's what
Okay, so you may swing at the swarm if you would like.
Considering dexterity, they probably have an insanely high AC.
They're bees.
Yeah, and they're small.
Not the bees.
Can I parry their attacks?
You know what? They do in RPGs. Why not?
You want to try to parry the bees.
Do you even do you have parry?
Yeah, I'm a swashbuckler. Level 1,
Yeah.
they get opportunity.
I don't have parry. Yeah, he gets parrying across the...
Yep.
Okay.
Basically, you
I
spend a
can
point from a special
this.
pool. You spend a point from a special pool, you roll an attack roll against their attack roll, and if you succeed, you parry the blow, and then you can make an attack of opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
I can confirm this swashbuckler is the only class as I know about.
Well, Magus can get it too, but that's a different story.
Zach.
No, everyone's dying.
Okay,
so
you're
how
good.
would you normally take care of bees? What?
Fire. I like fire.
There's no magic!
Okay.
A torch.
Flint and steel.
Waving a
Torches
torch in front of
exist.
your
How do you
face.
norm? How do you
have
start fire?
torches.
There's no magic in this world.
I know
Okay.
someone has a torch.
I didn't know that. I didn't think anyone had a torch.
Hey. Oh, okay, I can hear people
I
again.
have a lantern and 3 vials of oil.
That's a lantern. That's a closed flame.
You can open a lantern.
So I'm gonna swing around the lantern and hope that they get caught inside.
Okay. Like I said, you gotta take care of the bees, or you take 1 point of damage each round.
How does Pathfinder determine taking care of the bees?
Well, Andrew, you can try different things.
How do you
Roll
take
it.
care of
Do what your DM says.
Take care of the bees, Andrew.
Take care of bees, man.
Just take care of them.
See, with ghouls, they're you kill them and they die.
Okay, yeah.
Turn is
I
up.
looked up Wasp Swarm on Pathfinder. And fun fact, you know what they're immune to? Weapon damage.
Dang it.
I mean, depending on the size of the swarm, they can have a pretty decent HP bar. But I think if you do half of their HP, the swarm dissipates. This is my experience from fighting other swarms in the past.
How do I decrease
Quinn,
their
that-
HP?
Quinn,
I
Quinn.
wouldn't reckon I can
Quinn.
punch them.
You have to roll knowledge for that.
You want me to roll knowledge survival?
You need. Okay, I know you can look things up on the internet.
I know, but I'm supposed to...
I know,
My
but
character may not know this game.
yeah. So you need to introduce this as a roll knowledge
Which knowledge would you like?
or survival.
I can roll survival.
Actually, no. It would be Jaden. Would it be roll knowledge, nature, or survival?
I would definitely put it under nature for sure.
Okay, yeah, no. Roll a knowledge nature then. So technically, N did not hear that information until we find out that he had heard that information.
18.
We'll go with you were able to decipher that information, and you realize that swarms of bees don't really respond well, or wasps, don't really respond well to being hit with weapons, so there may be an alternative method of batching them.
Let's come up with yeah. That's Fuego. I came up with Fuego.
I'm questioning how to implement Fuego.
Or
Swinging
you know,
around
do
a
be-
lantern isn't really gonna
Andrew,
do
I
much.
have a question. Do bees swim?
No.
And what are we standing in?
I fling myself to the river.
You're already in the river.
No, you guys are basically out of the river at this point. You're not standing in the water.
I was.
Fling himself to the
You moved out of the water.
deepest
I'm
part
just-
of this creek. Because I think that it was stated the deepest part's about 3 feet, so he would have to like
No, I
squat
just lay in
down
it.
or lay down in it.
Yeah, he just flops.
You belly flop into it. Okay, so you belly flop yourself into the
Wait.
stream.
If the bees are still mad, they're not attacking Andrew. Attack someone else at random?
Depends.
Depends
How
on what
far-
I say they do.
How far has he lured them
Depends
from
what kind
the
of bee.
from
We'll
their
just see.
nest? Like,
Very true. How far away are they from poor bees?
because
What
if
did they
they're
ever
far
do?
enough
I like
away
how
from
you're
their
saying these
nest,
poor
they might
bees,
just
and yet
be
your
like,
friend.
Okay, he's gone. Let's get out of here.
Still have like 5 ghouls to deal with.
Yeah, so he's taking that as his opportunity. The bees are basically hovering, swarming over top of the water where he's at. So now it is Zach's turn, Sunny Majad.
Right.
Show him your daggers.
Remember, there is one that is right in front of you, or next to you, about 5 feet.
Holds open quote. There's at least 15 daggers right here.
Are you trying to intimidate it?
No.
You intimidating a mindless creature that
Wait.
wants to eat your flesh?
Wait. You know what? Does this thing have a visible ear?
Ear?
Ear.
You want to know if it has ears?
Yes.
Like, does it have a visible socket where an ear would be?
It has ears.
I want to grab its head and scream into its ear as
You
loud
want
as
to
possible.
grab it. You want to reach your arms past its head.
And grab it and scream into it.
Would that provoke an
Like so.
would
If
provoke
that
an
provokes an attack of opportunity, I should have gotten
Ears?
one last.
Okay.
I'm just asking.
Alright.
If
You
that
tell.
procs an attack of opportunity, I should have got one last turn because I was specifically trying to ready myself for attacks so I could
You tell me what you want to do, and I'll tell you what Pathfinder says.
He's reaching past its face to
If
grab
you go
its head.
to grab something,
It's called a grapple.
it's called a
check.
grapple check, and if you don't have feats, that procs an attack of opportunity.
She's not wrong. Or, sorry, Quinn's not wrong.
Are you going to do this?
I'm the man of grapple. I read the Pathfinder grapple.
The guy who was trying to be made for attacks of opportunities does not get a single one. Okay, cool.
Third
Well, we just
extenuating
need to learn how to
circumstances.
do it better. It's okay.
Wait, Zach, are your knives throwing weapons?
They're listed as daggers. That was all I had as far as
I'm allowing them to be throwing daggers.
I would like thematically I would have like a selection of them that are specifically for throwing. Yeah.
And they should have 5-foot range, which is what Christian's spear has, so it should also basically get reach. So if he is preparing himself against a charge
My
attack, he
spear
should...
is 15 feet range.
What?
15. Got a long
For-
spear.
No, my short spear for throwing is 15 feet.
Yeah, but you have a reach of 5 feet. Yes, you could throw it, but that wouldn't be in your hand. With your long one, you can stab 5 feet away, and it is still in your hand, is what I...
Yes.
So, Zach, if you wanted to proc an attack of opportunity, you could have thrown a knife. But you would not get said knife back unless you go and pick it up.
Okay. So, Zach, what are you doing? We
So I'm
lost Jaden
standing
again.
next to this thing, right?
You always stab it in the
You
air.
are 5 feet away from this thing. You can take a move action. You can throw a dagger at it.
Now you're into it.
You could stab it with a dagger.
Haunt it.
Could try and taunt it, yeah.
Could ready yourself again.
Well, considering readying myself last time did absolutely nothing for me this turn, I don't see the point of doing that again.
It was because of the way I thought you guys said a V, and I was like, it's going for the person in front.
Which
So
would
I
have
was-
been Frederick, yeah, for the very first one. But like I specifically stated, I was trying to ready myself for something to come at me so that I could retaliate at it.
It may not come at. Well, it's coming at you basically now.
It's right next to me right now!
Well, it's in front of you right now. Yeah.
You said I basically sidestepped to avoid the attack. So I'm essentially at its side. At this point, we're having a nice cup of tea because nothing's happening.
It's basically like it took a. Okay, so the way you should imagine is it tried to bite you. It didn't really. You didn't really sidestep it. You basically like you dodged it,
Alright.
and it stepped back.
If I may, for what all of y'all are asking, there is a specific thing in Pathfinder called readying an action. You can ready an action in Pathfinder, and to do so, you must specify two things. The action you will take, and the conditions in which it would be procced. So therefore, you would have to say, okay, GM, I am choosing to ready an action. I am going to stab a creature with my dagger if a creature comes forward and attacks me. And then any time before your next action, you may take the readied action in response if that condition you specified is met. I can show you where I'm reading right.
Who drew all over the map?
What's with these weird graphs?
Who drew? Who did it?
Who did it, kids?
It was Zach.
Not graphs, diagrams.
Wow, just throw them under the bus like that.
Okay, you know what? You're losing privileges, and I'm taking this circle because I need it really quick. Okay, perfect.
I mean, I would erase them, but there's literally not an erase option.
Well, not for you, but for me, I have all the power.
She has admin privileges.
I know, but you'd think you'd be able to.
Oh, look
erase
at that. Okay, so remember how, okay, so the trees are like kind of encircling that, and technically like the stream is going in a direction like off screen, so like blah 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 blah.
Excellent.
Cool.
Blah 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 blah.
Sexy.
Thank you.
Wonderful. So it's going in a rather zigzaggy diagonal pattern towards the back of our character.
I'm doing me a sploosh.
Oh yeah, I better go get your character. I accidentally just dropped it at the back map. Sorry.
It's lost forever.
That is some incredibly fast movement.
Alright, would you stop running?
Around at the speed of sound.
Yeah, he just traveled like 100 miles according to Roll20.
Okay, now, Bishy, your character should be back up. Okay, so.
So did the bees leave?
Okay,
Whoa.
let's just put people. Okay, so I'm assuming this is kind of more like along the lines of how it was. Yeah,
How about
there you
I
go.
ping myself?
Yes, that is closer to what it is.
There you go. Okay, that's so much better.
Yes, we have a wonderful V formation going on.
How do I ping myself?
Isn't Jen supposed to be
You
like...
hold down the button and you just.
Yeah, Jaden, you're supposed to be in the middle more so of all of us.
Yeah, Jen's like behind us.
Guys are kind of like this.
Yes,
That-
that is more accurate.
that.
Kids, if you can't stop playing with your toys, they're gonna be taken away.
Okay, so this one was
I'm
here.
checking it out.
This one's been killed. This is in front of you. It's dead. That's why there's no health bar on it.
If you click on it, you can click the little like circle thing and then put the X on it like that.
Which circle?
There's if you click on the unit, Snow, with the select/move tool, and then there's a little circle like
Below
below it. If
Yeah,
you
yeah,
click
I know,
on
I
that,
know.
you
I'm
can
aware.
X.
They're there. You're right.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay, thank you for reminding me. Okay.
Indeed. So did the bees leave?
Combat!
Combat.
Bees leave once,
The bees are still hovering over you. We haven't gotten to that point. Zach still got to make his move. We were discussing things.
just stab it. You have a knife.
Here. Bigger.
Bigger.
This is how she's annotating.
Names don't seem to be showing up though.
I just showed the bigger dude.
I see the name. No, we don't.
see any.
You don't?
We don't see names.
Oh, interesting. Fucking should. Oh, okay. So, bigger dude. But you know what I'll do? I will tint him. Here, bigger dude.
Yep.
Your dude has a blue circle in the top right-hand corner of him.
Okay.
Got bigger dude.
Okay.
I got my working.
Alright, perfect. Okay. So,
Zach, your combat option. What are you doing?
Yeah.
You know.
do we know?
I don't know.
So, Zach, it's in front of you. This is a,
Yes, I see that.
that's not 5 miles, I promise.
You sure?
Let me fix that.
Every mile, just change miles to feet. There you go.
Yes.
It might as well be miles.
Here, there you go. You gotta do a thing.
Who do?
Do a thing.
Do it.
Do a thing. Not that kind of thing.
Just step. My character turns around, looks at this precarious situation, and says, "Just stab him with a knife."
I feel like that procked an attack of opportunity for the ghoul right in front of you.
I didn't move.
Attacking something?
No,
Speaking
turning
is a
away
free
from it.
action.
Speaking as a free action.
Speaking is a free action.
He said he turned away from it though. Or he turned.
I turned my
towards it.
head, not my whole body.
He has to be moving.
At least 5 feet.
Yeah, he has to be basically moving away from it. Or stepping past it. That's usually what. That's the general. Zach, would you like to hit it? Or would you like it to hit you?
These are your only options.
There are 2 options
It's
here.
very simple. It's a coin flip.
I feel like it's gonna hit me anyway, no matter what I do.
So I was like, if you stab it and you end up killing it, then it'll be dead.
All right, Mr. Double Damage.
Your sister
Well-
is a girl.
I didn't even need the double damage.
Alright, Zach, I believe in you. I believe in your character, and I believe in all the
Come
things
on.
he can
Heart of
do.
the cards.
I believe in the heart of the cards.
Even Finavir sang you a song saying how much he believed in you, that we would survive.
And that your daggers would show them why we would survive.
Yeah. Let them
It
daggers
was
show
part
it.
of the lyric, man. Don't let the lyrics down.
I like how Tulia's face is like the first thing people see.
It's the only thing they see right now, actually.
Shank it. Shank it. Do it. Do what you want.
That's typing.
I shank it.
You shank it. Okay, go for it.
Go for it. Yeah, you do that.
Shank that thing.
Got
You
it.
shank
It'll
it good.
be a D20 plus your BAB
Plus
your-
3.
plus your strength plus 3.
You will more than likely hit it unless you crit fail. There's always crit fails.
Crit fails are fun.
That was pretty.
Quinn, he
Well,
has
okay,
to
so then we also have to
square
add.
up.
Why is that on the screen?
What is this?
Thank you.
Okay. Alright, so we have a 9. Then we also need to add plus 3.
I thought that was plus 3.
What's your strength?
Wait,
My strength is 3. My BAB is 1.
Yeah, but add the plus 3 from Jaden's song. That'll be a 12 total.
Ah, well then it would be a 12.
Alright, so it's a 12?
That
Okay.
would be the total, yeah.
You take your dagger and you shank it.
Hold on.
Congratulations.
Hit.
You
There's
shanked
a
it.
problem here. There's a problem here.
What?
That roll is a 1d20 plus 4, resulting in 5. That's a neg crit.
Wrong. The roll is a 5. The plus 4
Roll-
makes it a
roll
9. The
5.
number that's highlighted blue is the total.
Ow.
He's right.
See, I've been trying to figure out what the parenthesis number was, and that was the part that was
The
confusing.
parentheses number is what you rolled.
It seemed like nothing was just adding up. But I couldn't figure out why. So, okay.
why are we rolling in D20? In
Because we don't have that recorded.
Yeah, I don't have that roll 20 set up yet. Because, remember, I had this originally set up for you.
The
Then
buff was
you
also
only using
applying to
Discord.
our damage, right?
Your dagger should do a D6 plus your strength plus the +3.
Yeah.
So a total of +6 and a D6.
26 plus plus carrot.
Well, he rolled max on his D6.
That's awesome.
So
Okay.
we know he does 12 damage.
He did 12 in general.
Woo.
So yeah, total 12 damage.
Okay. You stab it, and actually you hit it right in its kidney, and your dagger's like pointing through the back of it, and you have like this blood just dripping down on your hand, kind of like gooey. And it just
Why are these things so disgusting?
and his body just kind of falls limp on you, and it's like it's just sitting there on your knife as you so.
It's mine now.
Claim it.
Okay.
Didn't lick it.
Oh God. Okay.
I wouldn't.
I might lick it.
You might lick it. Okay.
What if it tastes like baked potatoes?
Licked it.
All right,
Does
Sonny.
he
I
have actions left to lick it?
What?
think you want to lick it. Please don't lick it. That would not be a good
I said
thing.
I might lick it.
You know what happens when you lick things, Sonny. All right.
Things get really colorful.
Alrighty. It is now Frederick. It is your turn. Please roll the die or use the secret passage in the corridor. Oh no, I'm
Alright,
sorry. It's an old game.
I will call over to Quentin's character. Do you need assistance?
Probably not.
Alright. In that case, I shall turn my attention to the ghoul that is
Are you cooking?
like the far right. That's like closer to me. Wait, this one.
This one. You want to go
Yeah.
for that one?
Yes, I will. I will attempt to throw my short spear at it.
You're gonna throw your short spear. Okay.
Yes.
In range.
That's
It is
15 foot.
within range.
All right. And you have feats for throwing, correct? Doesn't.
No, I have 2 weapon fighting and I have phalanx fighter.
How about snack kicks yesterday?
Is it okay? You're right. You're
Is
right.
that a minus? With 2 weapon fighting, you said?
Yes.
Penalties.
So he's at a -4.
Yeah.
I have improved 2 weapon fighting.
He's at a -4.
Okay. Then you may make your roll, and you pull back that spear, and make that roll, sir.
Alright. So is it what do I go off of? So wait, so if it's a range attack, is
It's
that
your
something
dex.
Yeah, it's your BAB plus your dexterity plus a D20 to hit.
+3.
different? Okay.
+3 because Jaden sang it to lovely tune.
And he's not stopped singing.
He's still singing
Wait,
it, actually.
Isn't that for damage though?
No, it's for attack,
Attack
roll
and damage.
You're very courageous right now.
That's why bards are awesome.
Yeah, never underestimate a bard, man.
So it's plus. So that's a hit. I got 14 to hit.
Okay. It hits. You
Alright.
reel your spear back and you throw it. And it pierces its
What's the
Belly.
damage?
belly.
Alright, so is that also the strength plus the AB plus the damage, or is that something different?
It's gonna be dex
Right.
plus the damage plus 3 plus your BAB.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the same thing that
Dex.
you used to throw it.
Yeah, ranged attacks use your dexterity instead of your strength.
Okay, so you do 8.
8 damage.
Okay, so you throw your spear at it, and it lodges itself in this creature's belly, but it stands there still and kind of clutches at your spear and pulls on it. Yeah, kind of like that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for that beautiful image. Okay.
Funny thing about ranged attacks, bows do the same damage whether or not you shoot something from them or throw them at people.
Who is playing with their 10-footer? Zach.
I don't know who's green.
Zach. I look. Okay.
Both stack.
It is. Is that all you're gonna do? That was your attack. You may move.
Do I? So I can move as well.
Yeah, you get 2 standard actions every round. You can use them
I
as either
will-
attacks or moves.
I will set. I will go back into my brace and continue to be ready to protect my allies.
We get 2 standard actions instead of a standard action and a move action.
Andrew, look up combat rules.
What are we looking up?
If you don't take a movement action, you can typically take a second action.
Yeah, basically.
That's how a lot of games.
I mean, you can opt to just end your turn there.
Yeah, I will go back into a brace stance.
Okay, so you're gonna brace.
Use a readied action to brace a weapon against a charge. So and a readied action can be used as a standard action.
Okay.
So yes, you're basically you're saying the readied action by saying you're going into a brace stance. You're just specifying that the condition is a charge attack against you, and your action when that condition is met is that you're going to stab someone with your spear.
Okay, so you're gonna brace?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, so your turn is done. This guy, he is going to step forward, and he comes over to the other one, and it grabs a hold of the spear, and it rips it out of it, killing the little guy. And it holds your spear, and it bangs it against the ground. But it keeps it in its hand, but it bangs it and makes a very loud screeching sound. And then after that, it's going to throw your spear back at you.
Ah!
Oh.
Muck.
It learned to throw.
It learned throw!
No, we taught this Pokemon throw.
Okay. Let's see.
We taught throw how to throw.
Need to do G arrow.
I hide my eyes.
Thank you.
Don't show me. I don't want to know.
Quentin, you're obviously playing Cookie Clicker right now.
It's fine. I'm not looking at what you're doing.
Oh my god.
Can I attempt to catch the spear?
You don't. There's a feat for that, and trust me, that is quite a feat you want to accomplish.
I don't think you got that feat.
I mean, technically you can. There's nothing
You
wrong
can
with
try.
trying.
You can. That's the great thing about Pathfinder. You can certainly try.
But do you know the negatives that go along with that if you don't have the
Rules are
skills?
nigh impossible for things that require feats.
Yeah, I will opt out of that then.
Oh, I thought
Can I at
that'd
least
be
have-
really fun. Okay, so this thing.
Actually, if I try to dodge it, it's gonna hit my bard.
Oh, that sucks.
I mean,
Actually, no, it will be out of range to hit the bard. So I will attempt to dodge it
it's a little out of reach of the bard.
if I can.
Actually, you're the only one in range, interestingly enough, unless he wants to like throw it at the dead corpse here.
I mean, he
But-
could. Ain't nothing stopping him.
Okay, and Bishi, your AC is a 15, but you were braced. Does that improve your
Yeah.
AC?
No.
No, that's only if it's
Only
charging.
against
That's right.
charge.
That's only if it's a charge. You're correct. Thank you. So it throws the spear back at you, and I'm gonna roll. Actually, no. Do me a favor. Roll. Basically, flip a coin. Do a D2. Just roll it.
What?
Why is this
1 is
man-
you. 2 is Blizzard. Okay.
The one.
So he throws this. It throws the spear back at you, and it hits you with it, and you are going to take.
Did
What
it
is your
throw
spear's
the
damage?
pointy end?
It is 1d6
What is your health at right now?
10.
It does 10 damage.
What?
You're knocked unconscious.
You are knocked unconscious.
Alright.
You slump down into the seat on Blizzard with the spear lodged in your belly. You are unconscious
Ew.
and bleeding.
Frederick down! Frederick down!
You're currently drowning.
You're currently under the water. Don't worry, that was only 6 seconds. He's only been under the water for like 6 seconds, man. Okay.
Wait, how is he underwater if he is slumped in Blizzard's seat?
No, N. He's talking
No.
about N.
Oh.
He beat the underwater boy.
Oh, okay.
The boy who was being chased by bees. What happened to those bees, by the way? Did they just go home, or?
The bees have not had a chance to do anything yet.
Ah, okay.
Because they are technically a creature.
Have an initiative too.
And they have initiatives, and I need to roll it. Not the initiative, what they do.
I wonder if we can get the bees to go after the ghouls.
That's what I was trying to think of. Is there anything we can use to like attract the bees to them?
Okay, Fowlin, it's your turn.
I'm knocked out. I can't.
Okay.
I have no influence.
You're dead.
I mean, I'm just going to...
He's not dead.
Yet.
I guess I have to peg the ghoul in front of me. 14 to hit.
Okay, so 14 to hit.
Another-
Andrew, stop playing with all the things.
That is a lot of status ailments.
That would really suck if you had all those on.
Another 15 to hit.
15. You hit both times. Roll your damage. You basically knock an arrow and shoot it in the face. Basically. That's what I'm assuming, because...
So, 6 plus my strength mod twice. 9.
See what?
So it doesn't.
There you go.
You're
Okay,
rotating?
you shoot it in the face twice, and you literally, like, cause its brains to explode out the back of its head.
That's satisfying.
Did
Hey then! No messing with him!
30 damage to it. What am I supposed to say? Like, man, like...
Wait,
Well,
plus 22?
Yeah!
What's your
Who's
bow
your
strength again?
My bow's strength adds a +4 to each of my shots. I
He's
shot
shooting
twice.
it. He's basically shooting it point blank shot because it's less than 30 feet.
I get +1s to damage and hit, and then I'm getting a 3 from Jaden, so I shot twice, so that's really a 6. So 6 plus 8 is 14. Then I gotta add my dex in twice, which is another 3, so I gotta add another 6 in there. And my BAB in twice, because it's 2 different shots. So I basically did 15 damage an arrow.
He's only level 1.
Hear me when I'm not.
Yeah, I'm just letting you know. Okay. Alrighty. And Finavir, it is your turn.
So, what ghouls are alive, please?
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Is it just the big one?
Who highlighted the thing? What?
Who's highlighted everything?
Okay. 1, 2, yeah,
All except the big
That
one.
was
The big
a
one's the only one
30-foot
that's alive.
aura around
I
me.
apologize. I have not been marking these. Big E's
Oh, so
alive.
that one died.
Big Easy,
Big Easy is alive.
as we've dubbed it.
Who's got an attorney?
So it's Finavir's turn.
Okay.
I have a question.
I have an answer.
How is Blizzard reacting to her?
She is very disturbed and upset, and she is actually pawing at the ground, and
So she's not
Hey,
really
it's an elk.
They-
confident at all.
Barking,
Does
they
it-
bark.
Can I roll a wisdom, or can I just tell me from the situation? Does it look like I could get to Frederick and maybe get to his water skins? I basically aid him
it's 10 feet.
before he
So
bleeds out.
that's your can. You have a
Yes,
30-foot move
but
action.
Animal will probably kill me
We
before I
can
get
move up to 30 feet.
Yeah.
I don't know what the animal situation is. That's my only concern.
Oh, so you want to know?
If the wizard is too
If I
upset.
tried to help him, will the animal kill me by accident?
Will the animal kill you by accident? Knowledge nature.
Do I have handle animal,
Or
Jaden?
handle animal. Yeah, actually. Would no handle animals if he's
No, I know, I'm just saying. I asked him, does he have it? 'Cause that would help with the animal not killing him.
Do you have that, Jaden?
What?
Handle animal. Because Quentin is asking
I
that.
don't have. Wait.
That would help with the animal not killing you.
How do you do the movement bar?
I only have my
You
charisma.
click
on.
the ruler.
You only have your charisma for that. Okay. Roll a knowledge nature.
Okay.
And you just click from wherever you want to start and then drag it to where you want it. So
Gosh,
this
you all
tree
have
to this
toys
tree is
now.
35 feet.
Alright, Mr.
This tree
Clicker,
to
stop.
this tree is 15 feet.
Okay. What did I do wrong?
This one to this one.
What do you mean, what did you do wrong?
That's
Oh.
our PM.
That would explain it.
Are you PMing the wrong group?
Yeah, no,
Yes.
he tried to DM me his rolls.
Nice.
That's good. Okay.
That works.
Okay. With that, I would say that you have the feeling that getting close to her at this moment in time without being able to really knowing how to tame or handle an animal, it might be pretty dangerous for you, and you might get gored with her horns.
See.
Because I had to think about this, and I was like, well, do female elk have horns? I'm saying yes. I'm saying yes right now they do. Because normally they...
But these are magical special force.
They're not magical, sir. They are mutated.
Same difference. Things have 6 ears. Why can't the females have horns?
Okay, so you may,
Alright.
based on that information, you may do as you wish.
I don't really see as I have much of a choice, so I will move to this location next to Fowlin.
Okay, you can pick up your character and move him to that location. Bye, son!
I will redouble down on my song, I guess.
He won't survive.
We won't
So,
survive.
like a switch tune. Which is just something like, "There's just no way that we can win this beast is really tough. It one shot our friend, and there's no other."
Way out.
To be perfectly
That doesn't
honest,
rhyme.
he literally gave it his weapon.
Then it kind of like speeds up to a. I don't know if anyone gets the reference. The listen names. Come on, Sonny, it's time to blow doors down. Come on, Fallon, it's time to blow doors down. Yeah, that's his line.
Good job.
Come on in, it's time to stop driving.
Nice.
Stop.
Okay, so you are basically stepping to the side and just going to continue bardic performance.
Yes.
Okay.
Is the Pathfinder version of what I'm doing.
Okay.
I don't know if that takes an extra action to continue bardic performance.
No.
Or not.
It's just taking from the amount of bardic performances you could take at a turn.
Basically, yes.
Okay, so I can still ready an action.
4.
Okay, my action I want to ready is if this thing comes up to Fallon, I want to kick it.
I want to kick it.
He wants to kick it
As
at him.
my hands are occupied.
Okay,
He's playing the lute, so he wants to kick it.
okay.
I'll kick her, sir.
Combat
Then I
dancing.
kick her. Okay. Frederick is out, and N is in the water.
Very useful.
Okay, so as you guys are kind of feeling the desperation of the situation and things are seeming slightly hopeless, you start to hear this humming sound.
Like the
Humming.
bees?
Wait a minute, I just realized something. This section of the hold on. This section of the river here was really dark, wasn't it?
Yeah.
This man just submerged himself in that
Maybe.
I'm holding
and
my
has
breath.
been trying to speak.
No.
No.
You
were
said it, I
going-
go.
You were gurgling.
But I didn't let any of it in my mouth. I just breathed the air out.
Roll for that.
Roll of
What do I roll
fortitude.
for?
Roll your
Hey.
fortitude, yeah. Talking underwater can
Water in mouth.
or may get down throat if you're laughing or screaming or in terror. You know,
Bees.
bees, all of the above.
Bees are involved.
Not the bees!
Oh.
Andrew, roll.
I'm...
Oh.
Uh,
6.
oh.
Ned crit!
Negative crit.
I was actually about to say, if he doesn't negative crit, he would have been okay. Today is not anybody's lucky day. Okay. I got this. Alright, unplanned segue.
Honey, this is all your fault.
Unplanned
What?
segues.
I wasn't the one who threw himself into the river.
Or tried to talk underwater.
Okay, well, as I was saying, I said you started to hear something coming in from over here. And it's a humming sound.
What level of humming?
Jovial?
I guess I should
Is it enough to
perception
distract us
check.
from the immediate threat?
Well, I guess I should perception check that.
Okay.
18. What type of humming?
It's a very jolly sound, and it's female sounding. Yeah. And it's getting closer and closer and closer until you start to see the figure of.
Vinegar's wife.
But no.
Like
no.
what?
It was like, I have a wife? You see the figure of an old woman coming towards you.
Perception check.
You perception check. What are you looking for?
The old woman.
Okay, you're looking at the old woman.
How old is she? old? Does she look decrepit? Does she look like she's gonna be useful in this situation?
She looks very old.
Does it look like I need to protect this old lady? Look like my grandma. Do I need to help her across the street?
She looks like an old
We
woman.
have concerns. We just focus on the immediate threat.
Priorities, Talon.
Kind old lady walking this way. Please, don't attempt to harm yourself. We'll handle this.
Oh, no, 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 no. Mama BMC, no, go back. Mama BMC is here now. Everybody calm down.
I know what this is.
Mama beams.
I know what this is. This is not okay.
Foul and loose some arrows
Sorry.
in that thing's brain. Not the woman.
Is this a good or bad?
Oh, it doesn't fit.
I don't like that giggling.
Is he a friendly or a not friendly?
You can't ask questions.
You are unconscious. And she
You're
says,
bleeding out.
it looks like you all need some help from Mama BMC.
There we go.
So she reaches into her bag and she, like, gingerly pulls out, like, this
So,
ball.
does anyone else see what I've added here?
I see.
Okay.
Text that says sassy black old lady.
Oh, I thought M put that there.
No.
There.
Yes, clearly M did this.
That's the best
She
thing.
reaches into her bag and she, like, gingerly pulls out, like, this round ball. And she lobs it
Where?
over here.
Okay, so she's now facing. She lobs it over there.
She lobs it over there. And as she does, there's a minor explosion.
Is there a lot of audibleness to this explosion?
Yeah, basically. Yeah, there's a loud sound.
Is there fire involved?
No?
Or can we just see, we hear and we see like the after effects?
You see the after effect.
Okay. Because there are explosions much like that.
So this guy is nowhere to be seen.
I focus in my perception, even though there was an explosion, as best as possible to try to hear if I hear any footsteps or brush in the distance. In fact, I focus in so hard I stop playing.
Okay, so you stop your bard
The
performance.
bard has stopped playing music.
Quickly, run over to the woman. Say, thank you for your assistance, but do pardon me. The matter is still rather crucial, as is our friend is currently unconscious on his steed with a spear in his gut.
Don't forget the one that inhaled.
Oh yeah, as soon as I can feel like I can tell something definite, I'm going to, risk of life or not, I'm going to get this man off this animal and try to help him.
Okay. So, first resolution. So,
Okay.
Mama BMC comes in. She just starts walking over with her cane and she's jotting, like, just jotting along very slowly, but she's getting them over there and her, like, body's, like, kind of shaking as she does. And as she's making her way over, N stands up out of the water. No. He doesn't even make a sound. He does not make a sound.
Ellen. Okay.
Okay, so your character brandishes his dagger, and he gets ready to attack. But as you do,
Dagger?
not dagger, your sword.
Sword.
You brandish your sword, and as you do, Mama BMC, she reaches back into her bag, she pulls out a handful of something, and she walks up to you, and she throws it in your face. Your character falls over, unconscious. So yeah, you're unconscious. You're not in the water. You got out of the water to basically attack everybody,
So I
so...
put myself like right here.
We now have 2 friends unconscious.
Okay. And then she starts walking over to Blizzard. And Blizzard starts to get really antsy. And she, like, turns and basically, like, pushes her antlers in the woman. She says, now, you calm down now there, girl. And she puts her hand on Blizzard's snout, and she calms down immediately. She walks over, and she reaches up and pulls your body off, Frederick. She pulls your body off onto the ground. You kind of just land there with a... And she looks at the spear. She looks at you. She looks back at the spear. She grabs the spear and pulls it out. Throws it to the side. Somebody put their hands on this really quick.
come over and I guess I stop the bleeding with my hands or attempt to.
Okay. So she reaches back in her bag and she pulls out a vial. She walks over to your mouth, Frederick, and she tilts up your mouth and she pours something into it. She closes your mouth. You stop bleeding, and you wake up.
I wake up.
Fully recovered.
Take the XL.
And that is where I'm going to end it for the night.
Alright.
Alright, so thank you everybody for joining us. I thought that was a good session, and I'm glad we got combat over. Yay!
Whoa, go
Catch
team.
us next time with Mama Bimsy later.